Hi PH Digital Boot Campers, my name is Johns Mickley. I'm a senior lecturer in the School of Journalism and Mass Communication here at Texas State University. I thought I would come to you virtually using 360 video because we're talking about virtual, augmented, and immersive storytelling this week in our module. So I'm here in the Media Innovation Lab, which serves as a source for media innovation, not just for our school, but for the whole university. And we're here in Old Main, which is the most historic building on campus. And as you can see, feel free to look around in our Media Innovation Lab, and I wish you could be here, but the next best thing is virtual reality. Here over on this table I've got a lot of equipment that we use both in our classes and just through the years. It's really fun to look back at some of these relics really in the world of virtual reality and 360 video. This is the Ricoh Theta. It is, you can see it's a dual camera setup, and it was really the first camera that I used when I first got into 360 video. And it was about 4 years ago that I used this to both record and then publish 360 video at a local park here, and I couldn't believe how easy it really was to just take a device like this, which really was not that expensive, and press record and then press stop and then edit in Premiere and then upload. It didn't take me much time at all to really get hooked on this form of storytelling, and really it was amazing at how easy it was. But this was a 1080p experience, which seems like it's a lot when you watch it on a flat screen TV, but when you have a headset on and you're experiencing a 1080p quality, it's really not as good as it could be. And so we moved on from that and bought a few other cameras down the road. This is a Kodak Pix Pro 4K, so that's definitely a better experience. Still a dual camera setup. And this was a pretty good model for us for a while. And then this is a Samsung Gear 360. Up until about a few months ago, this is what I used in all my classes, the Samsung Gear 360. It was also a 4K experience and a really easy device for students to use, both to record and then to publish. And most recently we bought these GoPro Fusion Maxes, which are 5.7K experience. It's a lot better quality, and it actually comes with its own software to stitch together both of these cameras. You can see they're not symmetrical here. They come on different kind of angles, and so it needs special software to stitch those images together, but still a dual camera setup. And the one that I'm using right now is actually the Insta360 1X camera, and that's the one that I'm using to record right now. This is, you can see, is a 5.7K experience as well. Very simple to use, and you can see that it's here on a light tripod. The reason I use light tripods in my classes is because if we want to edit out the tripod, it's a lot easier to do that on a light tripod that is skinny on the top. And so if they need to use Photoshop or After Effects to edit that out, it's a lot easier to do that. Now along this back table here, I've got a lot of other hardware that we use to both consume and create virtual content. And as I'm going to talk about in the module this week, virtual reality really is a spectrum. You have least immersive and most immersive, and kind of everything in between. Something that you might be familiar with is Google Cardboard or a Cardboard experience, where you can just use your smartphone to watch a 360-degree video, and this is a device that you can actually use to slide a phone into and then put the headset on, if you want to call it that, and kind of look around and experience. That's what's called the magic window, where you're kind of peering into a world, but you really don't get the full-on sensory experience that some other headsets allow. Then I've got something a little bit of a step up, where you've got, you could slide a phone right in here and really put a headset on. It's a little bit more comfortable, it's protected, and you don't see much outside of the headset, and so that's a little bit deeper of an immersion. And then you have other ones like this, which is a Samsung Gear VR that allows you to slide your Samsung phone into it itself and still put the headset on and experience the app or 360 video that Samsung offers to make it even a deeper level of experience and immersion using just the Samsung phone and this headset. Now these really just provide a somewhat low level of immersion. Then you have this is a Oculus Go, and it's created obviously by Oculus and Facebook. And so when you put this headset on, you can also kind of look around and experience all the different content, but also it's got a little remote control, so you can kind of point at things, and you can use this everything, and it can be used as everything from a fishing pole to a laser pointer to, you know, anything that you might want to kind of use to look around and experience. So this is a little bit deeper of an experience compared to those, just because you get a remote control, but still not as deep as it could be. Then you have this one, which is called the Htc Vive, and this is a tethered experience where you can view something that's actually coming from a high-end computer, like this one, this Alienware computer, that you can run Steam off of, or you can run other programs and feed into the headset. So you get higher resolution, faster frame rates, and not very much lag. Now the problem is that you're tied and you're tethered using this cord to the actual computer itself. And not only that, but you do get a little bit higher resolution. You also have two controls that you can use, and there are these motion sensors that are set up throughout the room, which allow you to move around a space and interact with objects that might be in that space and pick them up and throw them and kind of interact with it using a program called Unity. That's what we use in our class. You can also use another one called Unreal Engine, and that allows you to create a computer-generated 3D experience as well. And in those, you really get to, you know, interact with objects that are around you to really truly immerse yourself and walk around a space and explore, rather than just sitting at a swivel chair and looking around like those would offer. Now, one of the most exciting ones that I've seen has been the Oculus Quest, again created by Facebook. And when you put this on, it actually has some cameras on the outside of it that allow you to not only move around a space, but using these controllers, you can create your own guardian, and you can draw it all around you so that it will kind of be its own virtual monitor. And you don't have to have these motion-controlled sensors on the outside. That's all actually here within the headset, which is really amazing. You'll also notice that it's untethered, and so you're not worried about a cord behind you or anything like that. And if you go outside the boundary, then it turns on the camera and you can actually see physically around you. And it's pretty amazing for the price. It's only about $400 for the price. And this is actually what I use to grade all of my students' projects. We just got done in our virtual reality class for them creating their own environments. And I've been deploying it to my Oculus Quest and exploring their worlds. It's a very exciting platform for storytelling, and that's what we're going to talk about in this module. Some of the challenges, but also some of the opportunities with this new form of storytelling. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you on campus if we can make that happen. It's been really great to meet you guys virtually, and I will see you in Slack and in our other digital platforms. So thanks for joining.